Hi, I'm Richard, a Microsoft Office trainer from Best STL, and I'm here to help you get the most out of Excel. See, we often have large sets of data that we need to analyze and then display visually. We can use an Excel dashboard to do this. Now, the most scrutinized data set that I can think of at the moment is the May 2015 election polls. There's a vast amount of data online that needs analysing and then displaying visually to help people make decisions. Let's take a look at that data set to see how we can turn it from raw data into a nice visual dashboard summary. Let's look at the dashboard that we've made for our 2015 election poll data. So the data we're getting from the internet, and we're using web queries to bring it into the other sheets. We're then going to analyze it there and turn it into pivot tables. Those pivot tables are going to feed into our dashboard, and we can see that at the top of the page. It's bringing in the top two parties and the current scenarios. But we can also create charts from our pivot table data, and these can be dynamic, they can be filtered. You can see that we've got some buttons. This is a slicer. It enables us to filter not only pivot table data but also pivot charts. We have two pivot charts. They are pie charts. We've got votes and the current seat distribution. But if we wanted to look at it in more detail, we could click on this slicer. And by clicking on those three buttons on the slicer, you can see how it's filtered the pie chart to show us exactly what we wanted. And it doesn't stop there. If we scroll down, we've also got two pivot charts that show us both the vote swing and the seat swing. And you can see that we've only got three in the seat swing because we have filtered our data using their slicer, using those buttons at the top. But is that it? Well, no, we can do some forecasting with all of this data feeding into those tabs of Excel. We can do a linear forecast to look at all the data that we've currently got, and we can look forward or forecast the predicted result. Now, if we use the slicer for the 7th of May, it's going to draw for us a dynamic chart that shows us exactly what it thinks is going to go on the 7th of May. And you can see Excel's linear forecast puts it very close, 34 to 33.8%. But how does that stack up against other data? On another sheet, we have betting data, which gives us the various odds right now. And you can see that the linear forecast was tight, but here in the probability to win, the betting forecast shows the Conservatives being a lot higher than Labour. But all of this data has come into Excel. It's been analysed, and then we've shown it all together visually as a dashboard, so we can see exactly what we want just on this page. And that really is the essence of an Excel dashboard. If you found that video helpful and want to transform your own data sets into dynamic pivot tables and visual pivot charts, then check out our best-in-class Excel training at microsofttraining.net.